Everybody's talking about this PS5 price hike. Man, I have some things to say about that one. Let's talk about it. Let's get into the video. Alright, what's going on, guys? It's that guy Ken. I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video. My computer has actually been down for a while, so I haven't even been able to make any videos at all. But I'm back. I'm gonna make a video today. This is something that I kind of wanted to talk about since a lot of people were kind of like, putting their 2 cents. I want to say as a disclaimer, before I even get into the video, that I absolutely am not defending this price increase for the PS5. That is not my intention for this video. I just kind of want to give my perspective on it and just see if I can maybe bring something maybe a little bit of a different thought process to the table here. But as you already know, as everybody's been talking about and it's been stated in the media constantly, the PS5 has recently received a price increase in select regions. I don't know all of them off of the top of my head. I believe one was Asia. There's parts of Europe. I think India was one of them. Japan, I believe, was another one. And, all of these areas sort of like, had that increase in price for the PS5. And everybody has been like talking about this, and Sony has literally been slaughtered in the media because of it. The United States has not been touched as of right now. That is the reality currently, but I will not, if I were you guys, I would not get too comfortable because that could change. But yeah, let's just kind of get into it, man, because this whole thing about the PS5 price increase is interesting to me because Sony gave their reason, for or as to why they increased the price for the PS5. Now, I am not any sort of like financial expert. I'm not like, I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you from what I'm understanding what's going on, as to why they did this. And I'm sure there are a lot of different facets for it, but it seems like the main reason why they're doing this is because of the fact that they're basically losing money off of each sale of the console in certain regions due to inflation, right? Due to the fact that the currency in these locations, when they're exchanged from either the US dollar or whatever the currency is that they calculate from and exchange from, they're actually losing money selling the product in these areas because of the loss in value of the currency, right? So it basically comes out to a net loss. And from what I understand, that's one of the main reasons why they're doing it. Now, a lot of people are just kind of like, saying that this is like a Sony thing. Sony are the ones, like as a company, are the ones who are like, taking advantage of their power or whatever, their position and all that kind of stuff, right? And I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to be the one to be like, they are or they aren't. And I'm not going to say that people shouldn't be upset about it, because I don't live in those regions and I don't have your situation and I don't have your money, so I can't speak to that, whether it would be detrimental or not. What I will say is that from my perspective, I don't think that it was completely unreasonable because they actually gave a reason as to why they did it. And I'm going to give you a little bit of perspective here, because here's the thing. People are slaughtering Sony in the media, basically saying that you would think, right, that they would have raised the price by $100, $200 or something like that. No, at the end of the day, it was about $50 or whatever, right? And nobody likes, to have to pay more money for a product. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the same. I don't necessarily like to pay more money for the product, but at the same time, that's not the reason why I bought the console in the first place. And it's clear that, you know, people are willing to pay a lot of money for the product, because at the end of the day, right, the PS5 is a premium product. It is, you know, it's a product, and it's in high demand. You know, a lot of people are wanting this product, right? And how do you know this, right? Clearly, it's like a cultural phenomena at this point, you know, the PS5. But not only that, you have people who are buying the hardware, you know, scalpers and bots and all this kind of stuff, right? And they're selling it for like way higher prices. I mean, like $700, $800, $900, even over $1,000 in some situations. And here's the thing: people are still buying it, right? People are still buying the console, even given that fact, right? That they're selling it at a crazy, exuberant price, right? So the fact that Sony raised their price $50 or whatever, you know, general idea was given the situation, I don't think it was completely unreasonable. But not only that, I think that also shows not only is the console in high demand, but people are willing to pay more money for the product, right? Now, why do I bring this up? I bring this up because, like I said a second ago, that's not the reason why I bought the console in the first place. You know, I wasn't particularly trying to get a great deal on the console, and I don't think most people were when they paid for it. I think most people, when they bought the console, they got it because they wanted to get it for a particular reason, whether it was a game or they wanted to upgrade or whatever the case is, right? So the reason why I am not, you know, outraging about this, and why I don't think that in most situations people should outrage about this, is not only, like I said, they kind of gave a reason as to why, and I believe it is circumstantial. I don't think it's a Sony thing. I think it's just a world problem thing, you know, is that it comes down to whether or not they're actually giving you what it is that you're paying for, right? Which is, at the end of the day, the content and the games, right? To me, I believe that they have been delivering on their promise in terms of, you know, delivering the games and the content. It comes back to the same argument that people were having with the $70 games, right? No, I'm not defending the $70, and never did I ever defend them, because, like I said, I don't necessarily want to pay more money for a product, but at the same time, right, that's not the reason why I bought the product in the first place, right? And I personally like to know that they're taking the money, right, and putting it back into what we, or, you know, us as gamers believe that they should be, which is to make better games. You know, invest in new hardware, invest into all of the stuff that gives us a better product and a better experience. Now, if they were asking for more money and not providing that, then we have an issue. Now, circle back around to the PS5, right? I think it's the same situation. I believe that the PS5, right, is delivering, in fact, what it is, and then some, what it is that they promised. You know, it's clear already that the console is, you know, worth more than what they're selling it for, because people are willing to pay more money for it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So a $50 price increase is actually still not a bad price, considering the fact that people are willing to pay way more for this product. Now, here's one of my main issues with all of this, right, is that a lot of people, they continue to complain about this, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. You can complain about it, right? And you can say everything. You can go on social media. You can go on Twitter, YouTube, and make videos about how they're anti-consumer, blah, 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 right? Fine. Do that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? And I think you should. And I think that's a part of, you know, if you don't believe the product is giving you what it is that you think it should, right? Then you should say something about it. But you can't be that person, right, to say all of this stuff, right? Anti-consumer, is too overpriced, whatever, right? And then turn right back around and pay for it anyway. That completely defeats the purpose of you doing it, because at the end of the day, what is it that they're looking for? They're looking for you to actually pay for the product. So the minute that you slide your card and pay for that product, your whole argument is completely null and void, and it makes absolutely no difference. Same thing with The Last of Us. Everybody's complaining about The Last of Us and the $70 price point, right? If you don't think that the game is worth $70, you don't have to pay for it. Don't buy it. And I'm not saying don't buy it in the sense of don't buy it because you're being a crybaby. No, don't buy it because if you don't believe that they're giving you what it is that you think the product is worth, or whatever the case is, right? If they're not delivering what you believe, then the only logical response to that is for you to not buy it. That's the only, at the end of the day, that is the only thing that they're really going to be looking at. Whether or not you slid your card and you paid for their product, even though to you it was completely overpriced. So that's it. Just don't buy the product. Same thing with the PS5. If you don't feel like the PS5 is giving you what you want and they're asking for more money and not giving you what you want, don't buy it. That's the only thing that they really listen to at the end of the day. But anyway, that's all I had to say about this. I just kind of wanted to throw my 2 cents on there. I do have a couple of other videos that I want to work on and get those knocked out. I am going to be working on a new intro for my videos, so look out for that. It's going to be cool. There's a lot of new footage and gameplay and stuff, just out. I just want to make a new intro, and I think it'll be dope. But aside from that, guys, if you like the video, just make sure you like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. Hit that notification bell. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.